This really fast. I'm putting on, excuse me, the push today, the videos and everything that we watched on the Wake Up With Me this morning. I've had a couple people who have wanted to go back and watch them or whatever. So putting those on there. But as far as my tip for the day for you guys, and I feel like this Mel Robbins video, the reason that I picked it, and I love seeing that you guys have already watched this, some of you, that's a really good sign. It makes me really happy. It makes me know you're doing self-development. But I freaking love that video, and I've watched it a million times too. And I feel like it was such a good video for this morning because I know that this team specifically is going through a lot of life right now. Like, a lot. I don't think that there is a single person on this team who hasn't had shit hit the fan quite literally, in all areas of their life, and sometimes even in business or whatever it is. So first and foremost, I just want you to know that you're not alone. And one of the things that I absolutely love about this business and this team specifically is the amount of support that you have here. And there is not a single person who would turn you away if you just wanted to talk or, have a 3-minute BMW and talk about what's going on and move on together. And I think that we all need to know that this is a safe environment and that you are completely welcome here. And like I said, no one's ever going to turn you away. So whether that's me, whether that's Nat, whatever, whether it's a sideline sister that you've really clicked with, this is one team, one mission. And that is why I loved seeing some of that stuff that you guys were sharing in the chats, and you guys are shouting each other out and all the things. And that just creates a really fun environment for everybody. So continue to do that. And then just know that our support is here for you and you're not alone. And I don't mean just in the business. Y'all know that I'm here to help, obviously, with your tasks, but I also understand that you are a real person, and so am I. And we go through things sometimes, and we have to be able to have each other's back. And one thing that I will say is, you know what, before this business, I didn't have people in my corner who were willing to be like, no, shake out of this. Let's bitch it out for 3 minutes together, and then we're going to move on because your goals are worth more than the excuses that you're making right now. I don't know about you, but I need those kind of people in my life. I need and want so desperately people around me who challenge me, people who push me to level up, people who want to see me do more in life genuinely and are excited for me when I achieve goals, and vice versa. I want friends and people in my life and in this business, in my organization, who want those same things for themselves too. And I feel like we've got a really good team. I feel like we have that. So number one, thank you guys, and just know that that's there for you too. And I've had a couple people ask me, because y'all know I've been going through some stuff recently too. So I've been asked by a couple people, how did you work your business when you have had deaths in the family? How did you work your business when your finances were completely down the shitter and you were arguing with your husband? You guys, I've been there. I've been in all of the things, and I'm not going to compare my situation to yours. And a lot of you guys are dealing with things that are worse than I've gone through. But what I can say is I've gone through a lot of shit, and I've probably been there. My mom had cancer. We just dealt with Connor's grandma dying. We were evacuated from our house because of fires. So I'm not perfect and I don't have a solution for everything, but like I said, a lot of people have been asking me, how did I do it? Number one is a shitload of self-development, you guys. If you are not constantly filling your mind with someone in your ear talking positivity, talking about the places that you want to go, talking about the kind of person that you want to be, you will get so lost in your own thoughts and in your own negative commentary that you are not going to be able to hear or see anything else. especially when it comes to a death in the family or something very traumatic of that nature. Like, you can't think about anything else. So you have to fill your ear with something else so that your thoughts don't have room to chit chat. Okay. Number one. Number two is I have learned over the last 3 years in this business that I have one of two options. Option number one is to use my why as my excuse and to not work my business because I have too much life going on. Or I can check myself and show myself how this business is allowing me to live the kind of life that I want to live. Because when Connor's grandma died, who we were both very, 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 very close with, I could have completely checked out. Grandma died, I can't do anything, whatever. And the only reason that we got to go say goodbye to her, the only reason that I had support and didn't feel completely lost during that time was because of this business and because of this team. The amount of nice messages that I got from everyone saying, I can't imagine what you're going through. I'm so sorry. Like, I'm here for you. That means so much more than you guys know. And like, that will happen to you too. And you're going to be like, oh my God, like there's 12 people that I hardly even know that are just on this team here supporting me. And you don't have to air all your dirty laundry. So you don't have to talk about like necessarily all these traumatic things that are going on in your life. But I was very open about what I was going through. And people knew that Connor's grandma died and that I was having a rough time. And I'm not telling you to fill your page with positivity when you're not in a positive mindset. And I'm not telling you to post just about negative things or sad things and be like a Debbie Downer either. You know what I'm saying? But you can be vulnerable and share the light at the same time, if that makes sense. So I kind of used my business as fuel to my fire and just worked it knowing like that I needed to think about something else. And this was the outlet that I was going to use for that. And shoot, there's something else that I was just going to say. Oh, posts. So I would talk about like how hard it was and how mentally exhausted I was and how drained I was and how sad I was. And then again, like I said, turn it around. So how thankful I am that this team is so supportive. Or I would be making a post about how we were in Central Oregon. I wish it was for better circumstances, but thank God we get to take the time off and that my business allows me to do that. Otherwise, we would have never been able to say goodbye to her. And I know that there's a million people out there who have lost family members and haven't been able to say goodbye or have had situations that they regretted because of their work situation. And that is just completely unacceptable to me. I refuse to live my life on those terms. That's bullshit. Right? And I could say that all day long, but if I had a 9 to 5, we would have no other choice, right? This business is the only reason that I can say that. This business is the only reason that we got to do those things. So my tips, listen to lots of self-development. Use what you're going through to be vulnerable on your social because people are going through some of the same things and they need to see that you are going through the shitter and are still working this business and still making this the life of your dreams for your family, right? Talking about the support, just using whatever you're going through as fuel to your fire instead of your excuse, because ultimately it is always going to be one of those two options. So I just wanted to share that because, like I said, I think that every single person literally on this team is going through something right now. And I just really wanted to share that with you guys. So I love you so much. I am going to hop off so that I can download this recording and get the push posted and all that kind of stuff and get my newbies going. But I will be doing a power hour later as well. I'm going to try and do those more often. But what I want you guys to know too is that anyone is able, regardless of rank, to use my code and to host a power hour. So if you are ever feeling like I really don't want to work right now and I really need to, well, there's about 100 people in that chat that can hold you accountable. You know what I'm saying? So go put in there, hey, I'm doing a power hour, really don't want to work. So anyone wants to hop on and work with me, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And you can put that on there. Or even if you are excited to work and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited, I just want to work with you guys, just use my code and host one. But anyways, I will try and do that later today. And if you have any questions, let me know. But I love you guys, and I hope you have an amazing Thursday.